Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to address with you today the superiority of the Rice Krispie treat to the chocolate chip cookie. This no doubt has some of you sitting up a bit taller in your chair, on guard, feeling defensive for your beloved Nestle Toll House treat. Rest assured, I am not suggesting that we do away with cookies. Rather, I simply submit to you that Rice Krispie treats are the all-around better choice. Rice Krispie treats cannot contend with the nostalgia of a warm, gooey chocolate chip cookie. There is certainly a sweetness to the cookie category. The memories of baking with your grandmother, the smell of fresh cookies filling the air, the sibling war for the last bit of cookie dough from the bottom of the bowl. It's true, Rice Krispie treats don't often carry the nostalgia, but you can scrape the bowl without worrying about salmonella. Since there are no eggs in the recipe, you can eat as much of the mix as you want without concern for contracting an illness, aside from the potential stomach ache you might have from the indulgence. This freedom to enjoy the spoils of the process without worry clearly gives Rice Krispie treats the leg up. Speaking of ingredients, a quick Google search for recipes will yield thousands of options for both cookies and Rice Krispie treats. A common factor is the stark difference in the ingredient list. One glance at a cookie recipe will reveal 7 to 10 ingredients, each that require precise measuring. Too much salt will ruin the flavor. Too little flour, and the texture's all wrong. Rice Krispie treats, on the other hand, only require 3 ingredients. Not only is the ingredient list short, but it would be very difficult to mess up the measurements. Rice cereal, butter, marshmallows. You do not have to dirty nearly as many measuring cups, and there's no need to add a mixing bowl to the pile of dirty dishes at the end of the baking process. Simply throw the marshmallows and butter into a pot, and when melted, stir in the rice cereal until it begins to stick together. Too sticky? Add a bit more cereal. Too dry? Throw in a few more marshmallows. Simple and carefree. One argument for cookies may be that Rice Krispie treats lack in the flavor department what cookies deliver with a bang. It is true that the gooey chocolate of a warm cookie can dance across your taste buds, bringing joy. However, if we revisit our ingredient list, we will discover that the chocolate chips come into play at the very end of the mixing process. There are 7 or 8 ingredients before mix-ins are ever added to a cookie. The truth is, Rice Krispie treats can include mix-ins just as easily as chocolate chip cookies. Stir in those chocolate chips. Wanting something with a bit more tang? Add a few berries to the marshmallow mix. Rice Krispie treats do not lose any ground in the mix-in department. They are just as versatile as a cookie base. Lastly, I ask that you imagine with me that you have been asked to bring a sweet treat to a group event. You are short on time and you do not know the food sensitivities of those who will be in attendance. This creates 2 dilemmas in which I believe Rice Krispie treats offer the clearly superior solution. It may be true that cookies are a more popularized party treat, and they may even make a stronger impression on the party goers. However, making a batch of cookies can take anywhere from 30 minutes to 2 hours, depending on how many you have to make and the size of your oven. Rice Krispie treats, on the other hand, will take no more than 20 minutes from start to finish. If you're in a rush, stacking warm cookies can lead to a mess and end up less than presentable when you finally arrive at the event. Rice Krispie treats can be left in the pan to cool and cut upon arrival, ensuring no mass of melted mess or destruction in the transit. Regarding the food sensitivities, converting cookies to gluten and dairy-free treats can be quite the enigma. Different types of flours mix differently due to their absorbency. You would need to take time to convert the recipe properly, and a mistake could certainly ruin a batch of cookies. Rice Krispie treats, on the other hand, are easy to convert. all you have to do is buy a gluten-free rice cereal. Rice Krispies, the brand, are not gluten-free due to added ingredients. However, it's easy to find a gluten-free rice cereal. Just look in the organic aisle. It's simple. You switch out the rice cereal for a gluten-free option, and if you want to make it dairy-free, trade out the butter for a dairy-free spread. Quick and easy solution to ensure all guests will be able to enjoy your offering at the event. So, my friends, while chocolate chip cookies may warm your heart, provide a flavor punch to your sweet tooth, and be the more Instagrammable option at a party, Rice Krispie Treats will never ask you to risk a potentially life-threatening illness in exchange for a spoonful of sweetness before the final product. They will never complicate your life with overly particular measurements and endless dirty dishes. And they will make you the favored party treat provider for your gluten and dairy-free friends. Keep on baking those cookies, but when you need a sweet treat with a less demanding level of commitment, the marshmallow goodness of a Rice Krispie treat will always be the best option.